Let's go.
All right, Julia, we are now live here at Metropolitan Business Radio. Anyhow, just wanted to chat with you because I find you absolutely charming and really inspiring with the work that you're doing. We need more entrepreneurs here in Spain that are looking to help people go abroad and have more global perspective. So in case this is your first interview with us at Metropolitan, we like to showcase people who are doing really fascinating stuff that are inspiring and like you. And we're always trying to add value to the international community. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks to you for inviting me. Thanks for this opportunity, and also to anyone that is looking for new opportunities or growing in a professional way. So just a big thank you to you and all the team in Metropolitan that is giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, bom dia.
Bon
Let's just
dia.
jump right into it. Julia, can you explain to us who you are and what you're doing today? Give me a 10, 15-second interview, and then we'll jump into some questions.
Okay, I'm Julia. I'm really passionate about marketing and business, also helping people. That's why I built Destino Dubai, to help people and young professionals to move here, to thrive in Dubai, and to expand their potential, as it's the slogan of the brand, and not just trying to help them to find a job, if not making Dubai their homes.
Okay, perfect introduction. Nice and concise, and everybody can
Inside.
understand this. So I wanted to ask you, so you're helping people relocate and find jobs or to help enter and penetrate the UAE market. Is that correct?
It's correct. It's correct.
Okay. So how did your personal experience then living here or in different cities around the world shape the way that you built Destino Dubai, and share with the community where you have lived so that they understand that you know what it's like to be an expat?
So I left my home when I was 17 years old. I moved to London. My English was terrible. And I decided to bet for that. So I moved to London as I was like really young. And I find it quite challenging. You're living home, like you have to start from zero and building your people as well, like your house, accommodation, and everything. But I loved it. Then I had the opportunity to move to Boston to do the last year of my master's, my degree. And after Boston, I decided to go farther away. So I moved to Sydney. I stayed in Sydney around 8 months, and then I came back to Spain. I did layover and I fell in love with Dubai. So I was like, okay, Dubai is going to be my next destination. It's really different from every country I lived, to be honest. Is the lifestyle. I felt in love with Dubai. I don't want to sound like, oh, Dubai lifestyle really expensive, because you can have a really normal life in Dubai, like go to Pilates, go for runs, go to restaurants and pay like 25 euros as you could pay in Spain. As well, not just the lifestyle. For me, it's like a hub. I'm 6 hours away from everywhere. I love traveling. I love discovering new places. So Dubai definitely, and the airports and everything they building now has that really easy access to discover the world. And as well, for me, the main thing is the visas. I found it really challenging when I wanted to stay in Boston and I needed like a sponsorship, green card. Here, 92% of the population were expats. So it's a city that is really well known to give these sponsorships and the opportunity to international people to come to work and to see ourselves like long term in the city, not being overthinking about, what I'm going to do in 1 year because my visa is going to expire. So for me, it's something that I really value. And I think Dubai is far different from every country I lived. Like if we think about it, I lived in London, where getting the visa is so hard, especially now with the Brexit situation. Same in the States. I loved Boston. I really wanted to stay. Everyone knows. And it was quite challenging. And as well, Sydney. Like all of them have in common that you need a sponsorship, especially people that is not from Spain and they working now in Spain, they might find it challenging. In Dubai, this isn't happening. So it's one of the things I really love. And for sure, I don't want to forget this topic. As I mentioned, 0% taxes. So it gives you the opportunity to build your own business. Like for entrepreneurs, is the city to be, is just helpful, and the government helps you to build that, while in other countries it's so hard because everything you're earning, you're paying it on taxes. So for me, it's the main thing. And that's why I had the opportunity to build Destino, right? Like I'm 24 years old. However, my business partner has been in the Emirates for 8 years. He's 30 years old as well. My other two business partners, they have been here for a long time. But I came here, and the easy access to build something from the scratch without paying thousands of taxes to government is what gave me the opportunity to start Destino.
Okay, well, yeah, definitely. Dubai has the fame of being a very business-friendly city. But what is the most, I guess, the proudest thing of your experience of being in creating Destino Dubai, or the one thing that brings you the most joy? Because you certainly seem to be very happy there in Dubai.
To be honest, firstly, like I moved a lot. So for me, the main thing, apart from all the opportunities we're giving, is the community that we have here. Like it's not just helping people to move, is once they move, they feel like they are at home. Like I believe the Destino team is really welcoming. So we really make an effort trying to have everyone as part of the family. And as well, the one-to-one for me is essential in the business. I really like to give personalized packs to everyone, because you might not need the same as someone or another person needs. So it's just finding the solution for you to move in the right way without being just an agency that is going to make you pay for everything and not really helping you to growth as a professional. That at the end of the day is what we're looking for, even if you are entrepreneur or if you want to come here and work or you want to build two businesses.
Okay, so your company, Destino Dubai, if you had to describe it in one sentence, how would you do so?
In one sentence. So for me, it's not
And why?
about people in Dubai, it's about making them thrive in Dubai. And yeah, I would say that.
Making them what?
Thrive, like to growth once they are here.
Oh, to thrive in Dubai.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. So helping people thrive in Dubai, not just getting there and setting up a life, but really succeeding in their business, being happy in their life. Excellent. Okay, I like that. That's easy to remember. Destino Dubai helps you thrive in Dubai. All
Yeah.
right. Then another question I have for you: what's the most common mistake that entrepreneurs make when they're trying to set up a business in Dubai, and how do you help them to avoid making such mistakes?
So for me, like right now, if I'm not wrong, there's a total of 70,500 companies registered. So there's a lot of people coming to Dubai, registering companies. And this data is 2024. It's not real time, but like you see the amount of companies that they are being opened here, and all the entrepreneurs, or especially the startups, like really competitive market, people who is offering to register the business. So one of the packs that Destino Dubai has, it's to help you to build the business and also to register all the legal aspects. But we found that there's a lot of competition. Like there's a lot of companies out there that they do the same. And of course, considering that the only thing that makes you to be different is the price, right? Because you cannot, like you can think out of the box, but at the end of the day, what my client wants is for me to register the business. So the only thing that is going to make them to choose one company or another probably is going to be the price. And of course, the government established a set price, and then is the company who plays with it. Considering this, we have a lot of companies that they are competing against us with really low prices. For me, the main advice and what I say to clients is, okay, do your research, get different quotations, and then we compare these ones, because it's a long process, and this process, what a lot of companies are doing is not including the full price. So when you are in the middle of the process, you are going to have to pay an extra hiring cost or an extra cost that you weren't considering at the beginning. So at the end of the day, this cheapest option, it ends up being the most expensive one. And actually it happened to me. Like at the point that I registered Destino, I was like, okay, I'm going to go for this one because it looks like the cheaper. And I ended up paying a lot of things that they were included. For example, medical insurance. They don't tell you you are going to need this to get the visa, right? And then you are like, I really need to pay it because I need the visa. So all these things for me, I always tell my clients, you don't need to come with me, but make sure you get different quotations. When you put all the quotations, you are going to see that in some of them, some of the aspects are not included. And then you can make your own decision based on information. Like, it's the main thing.
Okay, excellent. And so what do you think on a different topic, not just moving there, but say, I know a number of people who would be interested in perhaps getting a job in Dubai. I, for example, have had a number of headhunters try to ask me if I would be interested in moving to the Emirates or to Jeddah or Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. And I wanted to understand better, how would I go about getting a job in Dubai if I wanted to go there?
So firstly, I have to say that you're so lucky that they contacted you. Destino Dubai was born because at some point I realized that I had like 30 resumes from friends, family, like family friends. Jules, I really want to move. And they were applying on LinkedIn and they never found the way to make these job hunters or recruitment agencies to reply to them. That's why we mainly did it. Dubai right now is a quite saturated market. There's a lot of competition, really high qualified people. So it's quite hard to enter in this city, I would say, in terms of job. And as well, like for me, it's essential for people who's looking to find a job to try to get as many connections as they have. Like Dubai is all about connections, about knowing people, about building your network. That's why Destino was born, to help these people that they don't have connections to get the job or the companies that they are looking for to work with. If you got the message of, hey, do you want to move? I'm so interested in your profile. Congratulations first. And second, like, I would say don't think about it twice. Like Dubai is full of opportunities. Maybe you accept a job, but you don't know what's coming next. Like I moved to Dubai for a real estate job offer. I was so happy. I'm so grateful with my boss Jorge. I don't know if he's watching this, but I am so grateful that he gave me the opportunity. And look at now, like I'm the owner of Destino as well. Like I'm part of by 11 Creative, which is our agency. Like here, there's a lot of opportunities, and I'm grateful with the city, I would say.
Excellent. So how do you ensure the service stays personal that you're doing here in Dubai? How do you reach out and get personalized advice for people who want to, move and make the relocation? Because it sounds easy, but relocating to another country is traumatic. And I'm going to follow up answer that question. Then I want to ask you about languages. But in terms of how do you ensure your service stays personalized?
Like for me, and I want to bring it into a table. Like we own a marketing agency with Holly as well, and thanks for her support. And our main message in the agency is we are people working with people behind every brand. So I try to get this into the steno as well, like always knowing that this someone that wants to make the move is not easy. Like, don't get me wrong, I have actually 16 people that sign everything that they want to move in September. So for me, it's such a huge thing, and I always try to be available for them 24/7. It's so hard, it's so time consuming, is but for me, the fact that they deciding to move, and I'm so grateful for them to do this. I really want to be there, and I always try to be available. If it's not me, it's Greta. If not Abram, if not Maria, Holly, like everyone here in the team tries to give the best of us, and possibly to make them feel that they are not just a number, or they are working with an agency 9 to 5, and after 5 I'm not going to reply to you the next day. So for me, it's this, and as well as I said, like, I'm really one-to-one focus. I never gonna give to the same client, to two clients, the same quotation or the same experience pack, because what you want might not work for another one. Like, you are not gonna find something really established that I send there to clients. Like, for example, I had a couple, they want to move together, both looking for a job. Like, why I'm gonna charge the same price for both of them if at the end of the day they are gonna share apartment? I'm gonna go to the airport and pick them up, and they are gonna use the same car. Like, it's not fair, right? So I'm really one-to-one person.
All right. And I know this is a difficult question to ask, but to answer really. If somebody would like to go, how long would it take to have everything set up ballpark? Because I know people who have come to and read Metropolitan Magazine are used to the Spanish bureaucracy, and it can be short or it can take forever. And so it's kind of very difficult to predict. Is it easier to predict in the Emirates or in Dubai in particular?
So the process of applying a job, getting hired, all the interviews process, it usually takes up to 4 months. That's why now we have a lot of people on the focus of coming in September. However, it happened that I got a CV. Like, one of the main examples is Paula, like a girl that she was here, I have to say, but she texted me like, Jules, I'm looking for a job. How can I do this? And I was like, okay, let's use the platform of the Sino Dubai. We have 80 recruiters working for us. So I got the CV, I shared it. Straight away, next day, one of the recruiters called her, and she's actually working for a company 1 week later. So I don't want to say like 4 months, because this type of things happens, especially like the Dubai market goes really fast. But usually, like, the big companies and recruitment process, also case studies, interviews, second interviews, it takes usually up to 4 months. This for the people who's looking for a job. And then in terms of coming here, opening your business and getting the visa residency, which is the other thing that we do, in maximum 3 weeks, you have your business set, built, all the legal papers done, and your residency for 2 years.
Wow. Not
Different.
to beat up on Barcelona, because I love my Barcelona, but I've been sitting for the last 2 months just to get an association at the Registro Mercantil. It's very frustrating. Okay, now let me think here. Languages. If I'm from Spain or I'm from the U.S., how do I feel I'm going to thrive? Do you speak Arabic, or what does somebody need in terms of languages to be able to live and grow professionally, work in Dubai?
To be honest, English is the main language. Like, I don't speak Arabic. I think I have like 3 friends that they speak Arabic. So it's not the main language at all. As I said, 92% of the population now in Dubai were expats. So the main language is English.
The main language, the lingua franca, is English. Excellent. Okay. And one of the things that I would like for you to address and perhaps dispel, is there are some people who have expressed to me that while they see that it's an interesting place and that the business is thriving, particularly women have had issues with the UAE Emirates of a reputation that's not very favorable. Now, I say that, and yet every woman who I know that moved from here or is an American and has gone to Dubai has said it's nothing true. It's a fantastic place. So you who have been there for years, what do you tell me about, the how the treatment of women or women's rights, or you as a young woman, how do you feel? Safe in Dubai?
Absolutely. Like it's shocking me the fact that you received that feedback. I believe it depends on the areas. That's true. Dubai is really international. Like there's no issue at all. Like you can see, I'm wearing a crop top a lot of most of the days, and I never had any issue. No one told me anything. I don't feel people is looking at me in a disrespectful way at all. um, However, it's true we are in an emirate, and maybe if you go to, for example, Fujairah or another emirates, maybe they are more reserved or more close. They might feel that way, but in Dubai, not at all. I was in Abu Dhabi a month ago, and the same. Like I feel free. I would say, like I think a lot of people talks about it because they didn't experience it firsthand. So I would say, like I feel completely the same as in Spain. And it's quite sad that Dubai still has this reputation, because I think, and one of the questions that clients ask me more is about this. Like, oh, as a girl, how do you feel? Especially girls, right? But how do you feel? Do you wear bikini? Can you wear shorts? And I was like, yeah, completely. Like I wear the same as if I'm in Spain. And like there's a girl, she's called Andrea Snowy on Instagram. I adore her. I had the opportunity to meet her here in Dubai, and she's amazing. And she posted a video not long ago on Instagram, and she received a lot of comments saying, oh no, how you love Dubai, or how you thinking to move to Dubai if you cannot be free and wear wherever you want. And she did a really good video that I admire, and I'm so proud of her to exposing out, considering the amount of followers she has, saying Dubai is not what people think. Like this is a reality. I live it. I experience firsthand, and this is the truth, right? So yeah, completely like this.
I spoke with Andrea Snowy, and yes, she told me that she feels safer in Dubai than she does in Spain, and she feels much safer than she does when she's gone to the U.S. right now, because we have a lot of gunshots, and it's happening so often that the vast majority of them don't even get news attention. It's been so normalized. So I think it's all with a
Exactly.
little bit of perspective, and it's great to see you basically starting a new business, growing it in Dubai, having the courage to go abroad. It takes guts. So I wanted to say I commend you and say thank you for doing that. We need more people that are inspiring others to start up their business and take it internationally. And I wanted to ask you this: how can people that read Metropolitan reach out and get personal advice from you? How can they do that from Destino Dubai?
For me, like I really appreciate every company, magazine, Instagram, every platform that can help us to grow and to tell people what we're doing. So for me, it's like a big thanks, especially being a startup and not having this amount of money that it requires sometimes to do this type of collaborations. So I would be so happily if people who's looking at watching at this, they contact us through the webpage, and they use a code that I hope you posted, and they use it to give them a free guide about moving to Dubai, and also all the advice questions they have. They can reach out to me or my team, and we are gonna happily give them advice or response to any answer. But the main thing, make sure you tell give you this guide about Dubai advice. One of the most questions that I receive is how much do I need to live in Dubai? So the guide explains absolutely everything, and it goes through accommodation and transport, everything, in case you are thinking about to move. And I can send it to you. I know it's coming from Metropolitan because this guide is included on all the experience packets that we're giving. So I know they can use it, and of course it's a big thank you to you guys as well.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything else at the moment. I'm really excited for you, and thank you for sharing your experience and helping people kind of grow professionally, penetrate this new market, or find a job. It's a really great service that you're doing, and I love to see young people starting their companies and growing them internationally. Thank you so much. I would look forward to seeing you soon, and I'm sure I'm going to be coming out to Dubai, and I would love to meet you in person.
Let's do it then. Nice
Okay.
meeting you. Thank you
Gracias.
so
Bye
much.
bye. Hey, stay with me here
Gracias.
on the thing. I'm going to end it, but don't get off. I want to chat with you afterwards.
Perfect. Let's do that then.